Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be doing a walkthrough of today's New York Times crossword puzzle. The date is Monday, April 27th, 2020. Let's get started. So, today's a Monday, and that means that we'll be looking at this week's easiest puzzle. The New York Times puzzles go from the easiest on Monday to the hardest on Saturday. Sunday is kind of its own thing, it's a larger puzzle, but its difficulty is somewhere in the Wednesday range. You'll notice that I'm starting here in the top left corner. Absolutely no reason for that, just trying to get a foothold in this puzzle. The fill in the top left corner starts with one across swab. That's definitely a word that you'd be reading a lot in the newspaper these days. Swab starts the week off with a bang. We get the W here, that's pretty juicy. It's a 4-pointer in Scrabble. The fill in the top left is defined by those W's. You have wino, kind of an antiquated term, but something that's very common in crossword puzzles. I do like Argo here, a little nod to classical mythology. And with A-N-G-E, we can fill in angel hair. 5 down, A-A-H. We should add that to our crossword puzzle lexicon. Also featuring double vowels in this area are Asia, Isaiah, and aerialist. At this point, I probably should have filled in 21 across raid, but I decided to go a little rogue and try out the top right. I'm obviously flustered here, explaining the typo on Provo. In the top right, I went after the V, a place where I had some leverage. I'd already been thinking about start for 9 across, so that's how I got T-bone, 13 down. So here I fill in start, and then I play 16 across, phonetically. Ob. How many words end ob? That gives us 9 down STP. Definitely another one for the lexicon. 10 down's a tricky one, admittedly. It's a longish clue, some odd letters, and a multi-word answer. But that W, once again, comes through big. Ace Hardware going across. Some mundane Monday fill here, but it does lead us to the Cruciaverbalist's favorite rapper, Dr. Dre. The way into this sort of 3 o'clock corner here is Lee's, 31 across. Odd word, useful letter combination, another one to add to the lexicon. 36 across Dogma. It's a Monday, so we get a pretty boring clue for that one. Personally would have liked to see a shout out to the 1999 comedy classic. If we're honest though, that's the kind of esoterica that you need to wait until later in the week to enjoy. Speaking of Dogma, however, we have 42 down Hell. That could have been a nice combined clue. Some factual fill here in the middle. That's Coat and Magi. And as Dr. Dre is our favorite rapper, our favorite muscle car is the GTO. Another bit of factual trivia knowledge here. Gets us a lot of exposure down at 6 o'clock. Anchorage going down also gives us 40 across. Accidents happen. Here's our second typo of the day. Sclera, by the way. Definitely a word that I've learned by doing crossword puzzles. Also on that list, also pertaining to the anatomy of the eye, is uvea, U-V-E-A. 29 down, Ethel's neighbor, is Lucy, but usually we see that in the reverse. Now comes my favorite clue of the day, 30 down, Epic Heroes. But right after it, 41 down, Dean, I didn't like so much. VIP would suggest that it might be an abbreviation. At this point, I had my personal 64 across. All of the longer across answers were made up of 2 words starting with A and H. I just repeated the pattern for Arsenio Hall, 50 across. Now we move into the bottom right. One that stands out here is Deke, 59 down. Another one to add to the lexicon, always with hockey in the clue. Okay, so here's the joke from earlier. 64 across is aha moment. It's a nice sentiment. Not really sure that it works as a theme, but an aha moment is definitely what we're working toward. And now we go bottom left to finish up the puzzle. I wouldn't recommend the approach that I take here going from the bottom right-hand side, that is the ends of the words, but still got the job done. So, that's it. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more, and please hit subscribe.